If you clicked on this video, you probably already know that you're consuming YouTube way too much. As someone who did a social media detox to reduce the amount of time I'm on apps such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, etc., and stop seeing so much negative and useless content, I started to see that my consumption of YouTube started to rise. So now instead of scrolling on IG for hours, you're now just consuming YouTube videos. You feel that you're a little bit better than those people who spend all their time on TikTok or Instagram. But really all you've done is transferred your consumption habits to a different platform. Truth is, you're probably in the same mindset as you were before when you were just consuming social media, and you're continuing to waste time and not reaching your full potential. The main apps that I got rid of during this social media detox that I did were apps like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, etc., Snapchat. I considered those like the traditional social media apps. And for the most part it worked. I didn't really feel the need to go back on a lot of those apps. I still do have an Instagram, but I don't use it nearly as much. I use it maybe once in a while here and there to post photos. So I think my social media detox really did help and did work. One thing I noticed when I was doing the social media detox, watching other people do it or talk about it, they never really mentioned YouTube as a social media. For many people, they don't consider YouTube like the same level as like Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat or Twitter. It's a different entity all in its own. The thing is, if you're not careful, YouTube can cause the same addiction and same overconsumption as these other apps because it has many of the same features. For example, YouTube Shorts is very similar to Instagram Reels, which is a carbon copy of TikTok. But here's some tips on how to stop overconsuming YouTube. So number one, acknowledge the pros and cons of YouTube. Now, I agree with most people who say YouTube is not similar to Instagram or TikTok or any of those traditional social medias. I think there's a lot more positive benefits from YouTube than those other ones. I like to listen to things like house music playlists when I'm at work, or even like to watch videos such as ambient renders that just have nice like white noise in the background while I'm working. These are things that you wouldn't really get off of other apps such as TikTok or Instagram, where it's not meant for long form content. But one thing I do see is that YouTube is trying to transition more to that type of content because I've seen the success of things like TikTok and Instagram Reels with things like YouTube Shorts, which is short form content. Unlike other social media apps, I don't think you need to completely get off of YouTube. I think there's a lot of benefits and a lot of great videos that are very helpful. But the key is to just not overconsume. Number two, it's called Unhooked. This extension has changed the game for me when it comes to YouTube consumption. This is an extension that you can download for free on Google Chrome. And this is not something paid to advertise. This is not an ad. There's no promotion. This is something that I use and I think will be very beneficial to you. What it is pretty much gets rid of the nonsense. It's a plugin where you can change the settings to get rid of different aspects of the YouTube. Now, the Unhooked app has a lot of different features. You can do things such as hide your home feed, hide your subscription, hide recommended videos, hide live chat, hide comment, disable autoplay, disable annotations. It basically strips down YouTube to the bare bones. Now, you can go as far as I go, which is stripping it down to the bare bones, or you can have different aspects of it that you want to keep and not keep. Now, this has changed the YouTube game for me because it has made it so much better that I don't think I could actually go back to having the old version of YouTube. One of the main things I found was addictive about YouTube is those random videos that just show up on your front page that you aren't really trying to watch, but now that it has a clickbait thumbnail, clickbait title, you're clicking on it. Using this Unhooked app has changed the game because I don't even see those videos on my timeline anymore. They just don't show up. So I'm only really finding videos if I search up a specific topic and see the videos, or if I'm specifically going to the channels of people I've subscribed to see if they've dropped new videos. Another great thing about this is disabling the autoplay. That was another thing that would always happen is I'd watch a video that I wanted to watch and it would start autoplaying some other nonsense. And now I'd be sucked into watching this other video because it already started playing and now I'm hooked. And now I'm watching this video and now I'm watching the next video, just autoplaying. So now I went from watching just one video, which is maybe 10, 11 minutes, to spending an hour on YouTube just watching the auto-played video. This application really helped me reduce unnecessary consumption of YouTube. If there's one thing you can take away from this entire video, is definitely to download this extension. If you have Google Chrome, download it and check it out for yourself, because I promise you, if you're trying to reduce your YouTube intake, this is a great app that will help you. Another thing that I think can help people reduce their YouTube consumption is having the creator over consumer mindset. Now, you don't have to make YouTube videos specifically or make content in general to have this mindset. But what I mean by this is try to have a mindset where you're focused on on creating things rather than just consuming things. Now, I'm not saying all consumption is bad. Like, you should watch who you like. If there's specific YouTubers that you want to watch them, but try to have a creator mindset where you're focused on the creation aspect more than you are the consumption aspect. This doesn't have to be videos. It doesn't have to be making YouTube videos or making videos at all. It could be something just as far as following your goals. Focus on those first before you focus on just consuming or watching other people's lives. Personally, I realized that a lot of the overconsumption I had on YouTube was due to having too much free time. When I had less free time, or I was working towards things, I was working towards my goals, whether it's these videos or, reading, learning, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, I didn't have the time to really consume those YouTube videos, and I didn't feel like I was missing out. The only time I really was over consuming YouTube videos when I had too much free time on my hands. So, like I said, having that creator over consumer mindset is more just about focusing on your goals, focusing on things that you are, instead of wasting your free time over consuming, you could work on something else that's going to benefit you more. You don't have to completely stop watching videos. Like I said, if you're focused on your goals, let's say your goal is to learn a new language, YouTube will be very beneficial to supplement that. So like I said, you can still be watching videos that are helping you towards those goals. Or if you're trying to get more in shape, you might watch certain YouTubers that show how to do certain exercises that'll help you get in better shape. So YouTube can be a great supplement. Some other tips that I have is delete the app off your phone. That way, if I'm just out and about, I don't just randomly hop on my YouTube. I have to really wait till I get home to get on my laptop or desktop to use it. So I think this helps also just reduce consumption. Another thing is to reset your subs and accounts. I had my main page that I was using for like watching videos since I was in college or like high school. So I had so many subs and things that I had stopped watching a long time ago, but I realized I was still subbed to. So what I did about a year ago was just reset my entire account, just delete my YouTube page and then reset it. And I think that really helped because it just reset kind of the entire thing. And then I started subbing to people I actually wanted to watch, people I actually watch currently, and people I've felt that were providing something very beneficial to me. This goes along the next point I have, which is subscribe and follow people that actually are helping you. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't subscribe to people who are just entertaining if you're enjoying the content, but subscribe to people who you think are actually like positive influences, positive people providing a positive message. That doesn't necessarily have to be people who are like telling you, this is what you do, this is what you should do. It could be entertaining people, but try to find more people who are just positive and put out positive messages, and people who aren't there to sink and waste your time. There's so many people out here who create content which is just divisive, starting arguments for no reason, saying crazy outlandish things. Try to avoid those type of people because they probably 9 times out of 10 don't even believe what they're saying, but they want to suck you in to watch their content. So they'll say something outlandish to get you to watch their videos and start commenting, start arguing with people, start doing all these negative things that will affect your mental state just so they can get those views. So try to avoid those type of content creators and try to find content creators that you're inspired by, help you become a better person, or teaching you something, or providing positive entertainment. Overall, it can be challenging to think that you may or may not have an overconsumption or a YouTube addiction. I know for me, I definitely in the beginning thought that YouTube was not the same as these other social media apps, but I did learn that you can easily overconsume YouTube and it can have the same negative effects as overconsuming any other social media. These are the tips I recommend to help you reduce your consumption. Let me know if you guys have any other tips on what you think you can do to reduce your consumption of YouTube. But if you got to this far in the video, I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.